There is something about a road trip that already feels like a memory while you're still in it. Ours began just outside Cape Town, with the car packed, the air still carrying a hint of morning cool, and that quiet excitement of heading somewhere a little more remote, a little more untouched. We made our first stop in Riebeek Kasteel, at a small spot called 8 Feet. A good coffee, the kind that makes you slow down before the journey really begins. It felt like the perfect transition between the busy world we left behind and the stillness that lay ahead. From there, the landscape began to stretch and open and soften. The roads grew quieter, the horizon wider, until eventually we arrived in the Tankwa Karoo. It's the kind of place that doesn't announce itself loudly. The next morning started early, not because we had to be anywhere, but because the Karoo has a way of waking you gently. Coffee in hand, we stepped outside our cottage and just sat there for a while. So welcome at Tierkloof. We are having a breakaway weekend in Tierkloof. It's in the Tankwa Karoo. Just drive a few, maybe half an hour's drive or less, past Ceres into the Tankwa Karoo. Still fairly green here. Obviously winter has just started and they had some rain, which makes this the ideal breakaway place for winter. It is just the lovely landscapes. Everything is just beautiful views, as you can see behind me, and which you'll see in the video. And in Tierkloof obviously have just beautiful accommodation. They've got 3 options, and we are staying in the one called Dragon Rock this time. Last time around we stayed in Serenity. Dragon Rock is a 2-bedroom cottage with 1 shared bathroom and toilet, but it's got an outside shower and it's got an outside bar. It's got a small swimming pool as well as a cool bath, which is a heated pool outside, and then just a really lovely setup, deck outside, a stoop outside where you can just relax and watch the views, as well as inside the decorations, and everything is really well done and beautiful, which I will obviously show you in this video as well. Yeah, this is the ideal spot for a really relaxed, off-the-grid hideaway for a few days. And I would say in the winter it's very nice because you've got this hot bath outside, a cool bath, which is just on a cold night and you sit in this like really hot bath outside under the stars is just magical. And then inside is a fireplace, and there's it's really cozy. Yeah, so it's just a great place to have a breakaway in winter. Okay, so I'm just going to take you through the space here. This is the outside. There is a cool bath, and there is the swimming pool. They've got a area outside, a stoop area, and if I turn around, this is the stoop that's under roof stoop. Even's got a day bed outside here. Don't mind the mess. We already moved it yesterday and just had a jolly time. So this is the kitchen table, and this is all the utilities that you can have here. Basically everything is mostly like they will use a gas stove, a gas oven, and a few things that's electricity, because everything's off grid, even the water. Here's the living area, sitting room with a really cozy fireplace, and we already got it going early in the morning. Walking down here, there's a little outside area with a braai, and then if you walk up this pathway here, there is actually an outside bath. This is the views that you are greeted with from the sitting room. That's me, of course. And then I'm just going to show you the main bedroom, and again we've already moved it, so it's a bit messy. You have a view again, beautiful views, bed, yeah, very cozy. And then there's a second bedroom there, and then I'll just okay, this is the toilet and the bathroom with the shower, a big shower. Again, we've already left, so don't mind the mess. And then there's an outside shower area as well.
Breakfast felt like a small celebration. A champagne breakfast. Well, almost. We swapped the champagne for South African sparkling wine, which somehow felt more fitting out here. Crisp, refreshing, and perfectly paired with the stillness of the morning.
Okay, so this is us taking a walk here. It's the first part of the Leopard Trail, and we come across a bit of a, I don't know what this is. It's like an old riverbed. And from behind there, and where is that? There is our house that we are staying in for this long weekend.
While the day was still cool, we set off for a walk along the Leopard Trail. There's something special about walking in the Karoo. It's not dramatic in the way mountains or forests are. It's quieter than that. The fynbos clings low to the ground, resilient and intricate, telling its own story if you take the time to notice. It makes every step feel grounded. The beauty here is understated. It doesn't demand your attention, it earns it in the textures of the soil, the subtle shifts in color, the way the light moves across the land. It's a place that teaches you to slow down.
So what was your thoughts of the weekend so far?
Armwater. Yeah.
Sorry. It's English now because we're on video.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are on our way to the
Tankwa Padstal.
Tankwa Karoo Padstal. Taking the dirt road from our place in Tierkloof and going to this place that a lot of people always visit when they drive this road, especially people with motorbikes. So, but anyway, yeah.
Next day, we took a drive out to the Tankwa Karoo Padstal. The road there is part of the experience. The long stretches of gravel with the dust trailing behind us, and nothing but wide open spaces in every direction. It's the kind of drive where you stop noticing time altogether. Padstal itself feels like a hidden gem in the middle of nowhere, a quirky, welcoming stop where travelers all just seem to meet. We grabbed the beer, found a spot to sit, and just soaked it all in. Not far from there was a flying saucer installation, which was standing there quietly against the vastness of the Karoo. It was strange but also playful, and somehow it perfectly was at home in this place that already feels a little otherworldly. The drive back to our cottage was quieter. It's because the Tankwa Karoo has a way of settling into you. It's one of the most unique parts of South Africa. It's dry, it's remote, and yet it's full of life if you know where to look. A place shaped by extremes, but it is still defined by its calmness. Okay, this is the life. Enjoying our time in the cool bath here at Tierkloof. What do you say? Thumbs up. Hotness. And about the water?
Coolness.
Our last afternoon was slow and simple. We spent it outside in the heated splash pool, a glass of sparkling wine in hand, watching the light change over the landscape one last time. No plans, no rush, just being there.
So we got at the end of our weekend. As you can see, we're all packed up and ready to go. Just a few things about Tierkloof and where we stayed. I think that one thing I noticed, except for it being a really, I would say really well kitted apartment that we stayed in, or cottage. They really are thoughtful in everything they supply to you. Lots of little things. They have various ways for you to make coffee. They have all the different glasses, as well as plastic glasses for the pool area. So little small things anyway. So they're very well kitted, and in their kitchen and the utilities and stuff that they give us. I don't know if you want to add anything.
Yeah, no, just always great. And yeah, I think it's just a lovely place. If you want to come have a relax and don't think or do anything, this is the place. And I think also it's well equipped. Yeah, and I know if you do forget, I mean, they will tell you up front what they have and what they don't have, and also like the wood that you can pre-order and things like that, which is great. So you come prepared, basically.
Yeah. So I think the bottom line is you come here and everything's here. You know, you just have to bring the food that you want to eat, obviously. So I would say highly recommend it. It's our second visit, and we'll probably come back for a third time as well at some point.
100%.